So we were just at the South Carolina State Fair over the weekend, which was so much fun.
So fun. And this weekend, we're going to be at the North Carolina State Fair.
Literally, Scott's going to be there entertaining everybody who comes by. I don't know how you're going to do it. Are you going to do balloon animals or something? I mean, what's up?
Yeah, some juggling, you know.
Some juggling.
We'll see how much fried food I can consume at one time.
Right. Yeah. And then you get to win all the things from those, you know, the stuff that they have at the fair, like if you do the squirt gun thing and you walk away with a giant-sized bear that you try to stuff in the backseat of your car.
Oh, yeah, it's bigger. I watched this girl walk by our booth, and she had a stuffed animal that was bigger than her.
I know.
And she was a normal, you know, full-grown woman, like with a bear.
Yeah, a giant bear.
Giant.
Bigger than a human being. And you shove it in your car to bring it home after you win the thing at these fairs. Makes me think about the biggest thing you've ever won in your life. I'll start. I won a guitar a couple of years ago. It was a Taylor's guitar. And I'm like, no way. Because I was praying for one of those things. Those are expensive instruments.
Yes.
And so I got the lowest grade model, but still I couldn't afford even that. And then God supplies it for me because I've had the opportunity to grow and lead on a worship team at the church that I go to.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I remember winning an Amazon gift card at an event. They drew my name, which never happens. And I won, and I thought, oh my gosh. And Liz was there, Liz from the morning show, and she was making fun of me because within 5 minutes, my cart was full. And it was spent.
She filled it up like that.
It was already in the save for later. I just moved it up and spent it.
The thing winning. Scott won something. What was it?
I had filled out this form for college football tickets, Georgia and South Carolina, and never heard back. So a few days before the game, I checked my spam folder, and there's an email saying, congratulations, you won. I almost missed out on these tickets because it ended up in my spam folder.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that would have been a big miss. Was it a good game?
Right? Oh, yeah.
Big game. It was a fun game, too. I'd always wanted to see Georgia and South Carolina play, and I got tickets for it.
Here's the thing. I'm reading between the lines. I feel like they lost.
They
lost. They lost.
How did you know?
Because you didn't go there. You would have said. And they won and won big, but no, it sounds like it was an upset. I'm so sorry they lost.
That's okay.
On tickets you won to go to the game, they lost. I am so sorry. They've been doing a lot of that lately.
Well, no, not Georgia.
You can tell he's a fan.
Back-to-back national champs.
Look at, not that year.
Not that year. This was about 12 years ago. Yeah. So not a good day in Columbia for Georgia. Great day for South Carolina, though.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
Got an open mic in on our My HISRadio app at His Radio, which, by the way, you can download for free, Google Play and the App Store. Tap on the open mic and record whatever you want on the open mic, and this just came in.
The biggest thing I've ever won was one time in college. I really needed a new backpack because my old one had broken, and my university was giving away a $50 Amazon gift card. I prayed and entered, and I actually ended up winning it and was able to get a brand new backpack. That was really awesome.
I like that. She needed a backpack, and she won the Amazon gift card from her college, and she was able to get the backpack she needed.
That's exciting.
Biggest thing she ever won.
Kimberly texted in and said she won some tickets to Dollywood for her family.
Nice.
And then their TV had broken, and they won a brand new TV right after that happened.
From the husband's Christmas party at work.
Yeah.
How nice
How crazy
is that? And a big TV, too.
Yeah.
You know, hanging on the wall, watch all the football games, Macy's Day Christmas Parade. That's coming up on Thanksgiving. You watch all that. I mean, just perfect timing.
I love that parade. Look, there's some people that just win more than others, though, right?
I have a friend who wins every month something. And I don't know how she does it. She and her husband have all this stuff because of what she wins at different places.
My son is that kid. Like, if he signs up, he wins. The rest of us, we just sit and watch. We're like, he's going to win.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
So what was the biggest thing you've ever won in your life? It's Rob and Liz in the morning. Harlan's in for Liz this week. We just got this in from the open mic and the My HISRadio app.
The biggest prize I ever won was from a team building activity we did at work. It was a week-long, really fun competition, and at the end of it, I ended up winning, and I ended up getting a day of paid time off, which was very much needed.
Nice to win PTO like that. Get some paid time off, not up against your vacation.
How do we win that around here?
Right.
Just asking for a friend. Look, Dave texted in, I love this. This is the way God works. So they received a bill in the mail, him and his wife, for over $800. And when they prayed, they got something in the mail the next day, a letter from the bank. It kind of looked like one of those Monopoly chance cards. Like, there's a bank error in your favor, collect whatever.
Oh, nice.
And it was more than that bill. And then they were able to donate even more to the church.
Dave.
Look at Dave.
Good for you, man.
Living his best life, winning and giving.
All the things. I love that. Amanda's here at 800-447-7234. What about you, Amanda?
The business my husband and I worked at, it was a local restaurant, and they had closed down, and we had always bought our groceries there. And so when he picked up his final paycheck, he walked in and was getting his check cashed at the customer service counter. And the lady, very excitedly said, "Wait a minute, I know your name. This is familiar to me." And it ended up that he had won a $250 gift certificate. And with us having just lost our job and having 2 kids, it was just, God showing up and coming through when we needed him.
That is so amazing that he did that.
It was very overwhelming, and we still talk about it, to this day.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
So we don't want to be in debt, especially with the Christmas season coming up.
Come
but
on
the
now.
fact of reality is, I guess, most Americans have $6,000 on their credit cards.
I get that.
Average, right? And so there are some experts saying how to get rid of this debt, especially, or at least starting to try before we, load them up for Christmas. And so some of the things are knowing your interest rates and knowing your full balance. So my husband always tells me it's not a full balance until you add what you spent today on it.
True.
So there's that. You have to know your full balance, know your interest rates. And credit reports, things like that. Did you know you can get those?
Yeah, very easily.
See, this is all new to me.
Yeah, but your husband takes care. Paul
All of it.
Does all the things as far as the finances in their home.
Well, let's be real. Paul does all the things, like making the coffee helps me get out of the house even this morning. And
he
does
makes
the bills.
amazing meals.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
my
really
word,
does.
the guy can cook.
And then you can also consult a debt counselor and get help with that, and then consolidate your debt. So those are some things to look for before we head into the season where we're going to be spending it.
Right? I'm not a fan of that.
You're not a fan of debt?
That and spending all the Christmas. I mean, our family keeps growing.
Right? Right? And then you're like, well, I'm not going to spend a lot on everybody, so I'm just going to spend a little bit on everybody. But then they grow, and then you need to spend a little bit on this person, a little bit on this person. It still turns into...
The little bit keeps turning into a little bit more, little bit. That makes sense.
It keeps growing.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
Sometimes you just have to reach out for help.
You do.
And in times, that's to your local post office or postal worker.
Yeah, because if you have a change of address or you're going out of town, they can help in that way. Yeah, that's true.
Or a problem in your mailbox.
Like what? I didn't know they fixed mailboxes.
One lady wrote a letter to her postman. Dear Mr. Postman, beholder of parcels, bringer of utility bills, I write you on this day to ask a simple task of you. Living on the right side of my mailbox is a spider.
Spider.
Seemingly holding my mail hostage. If you could remove him for me, either by relocation or another way, I would be forever in your debt.
I like how she censored that.
Signed, Resident.
Sending the spider into a new dimension.
And then, just in case he didn't know what it looked like, she drew a picture, a dot with 8 legs, and said the spider looks just like this.
That's
so he could
great.
find it and take care of it so she could open her mailbox because she
very
wasn't
nice.
going near it.
So here's my question. Did this resident, because that's how this person signed it, right? We don't know if it's a guy or a gal. So did this resident put this letter inside the mailbox?
Absolutely not.
where'd they put it?
Probably outside on the left side of the mailbox because
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm assuming it was a she. No judgment, but
Because
this would be
Carolyn
me.
would do this.
I would.
Yeah.
Look, if I didn't have a husband to take care of the bugs, look, I'd be taping that on the left side and I'd leave it right there and I wouldn't go near my mailbox
Never
until the
touch the
Postal
mail.
Service took care of that issue because I'm not going near a spider.
So what if the postal person does not want to take care of the spider, has a phobia of spiders themselves, and now they find themselves warned and cannot put the mail inside the mailbox?
Then you knock on your neighbor's door. Dear neighbor, could you help me with a problem?
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
So here's a dude just right off Wrightsville Beach that is fishing. I think it's like 2 miles off the coast. And there he sees a deer in the water. Crazy.
Swimming around.
Yeah. So he saves the deer and then gets the deer back to shore, which is nice.
Yeah. Deer found himself in a little predicament. I guess there were some animals flying around looking,
Yes.
waiting.
It was like, okay, could this be,
Something,
venison?
Right? Is it already there? And as he got closer, he realized the deer was still very much alive and very much capable of getting in the boat. So he did. He got him in the boat and got him off to shore, and he gets to live a little bit longer.
Yeah, which is really nice. And I'm glad that he took some time to take care of that deer. How it got out 2 miles into the ocean like that is crazy to think of.
The current. You go and look at the water
The
real
current?
quick. Get swept away in the current. That's what my mama always says. She
So
said,
you're thinking an undertow probably got the deer and swept it out. That makes
whatever takes
sense.
You, whatever takes you out. My mama said, don't go too deep because you get swept out.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
Look, I don't think anyone sets out to be a collector of a duck. Little rubber ducks. I don't think she set out for that.
That could be a goal for some people.
But it wasn't for Charlotte. She decided she was going to decorate her bathroom with those little rubber duckies. Her friends got wind that she liked the rubber duckies in the bathroom and then started gifting her more and more and more rubber duckies.
What she got? About 100?
No. Like, as of right now, she has a collection of over 5,600 ducks.
Over 5,600 ducks?
And she now holds the Guinness Book of World Records for having this many ducks. They are all over her house.
Without trying.
I don't think she was trying at all. I think her friends were like, oh, my friend likes a duck. I see a duck. Let me get a duck.
And she has all this without a Jeep. That's crazy.
Yeah, right? Because people with Jeeps, they collect them
The
and
whole
they
duck thing,
turn
yeah.
them around, whatever. Trade them out. Well, her friends are all over the world and sending her these little ducks now. So it's her thing. But I don't think she ever set out to be like, oh, it's my thing. You know, when you give somebody, you're like, oh, they really like owls. Like my mom told me one time she liked owls. And my entire childhood, I remember giving her owls. Because that's what she liked. And so all of a sudden, she was an owl collector. And I think it was just by accident that this sweet woman, Charlotte, has this massive collection that happened to have a Guinness Book of World Records now. And she's officially like, oh, I'm collecting them now. And she's just
Now she has to break her own record.
Right, now she's going to have to buy a house to hold her ducks.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
I don't know if you have a rule in your house, if you have a pet, like a dog or a cat or a ferret or something, if you allow them on the couch. And if they come on the couch a lot, how do you get them off the couch when you need them off the couch? It's Rob and Lizz in the morning, his radio. Harlan's in for Liz this week. So here's what this one family does because their pet gets on the couch all the time. So they tried to bribe the pet with grapes and other snacks to get off the couch. They really try.
Clearly not a dog, because dogs are allergic to grapes.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, this is a kangaroo, so maybe kangaroos are not allergic to grapes.
There's a kangaroo that's on their couch?
They have a pet kangaroo, yeah.
How do I get a pet kangaroo to cuddle on my couch?
Well, first, how about you move to Australia? And then you have all the
Done.
kangaroos that are around. But they've fostered, and I think they adopted or rescued this kangaroo from it was a little Joey, just had no mom or anything to take care of it. So this family started taking care of it. It acts like a very tame pet. It's not wild or anything in their home. And here's the thing about this kangaroo. It loves to cuddle.
Oh, me too. I want to cuddle with a kangaroo.
I know. It does sound kind of cool.
It does. I mean, I guess it would get old if the kangaroo wouldn't get off the couch, but if I'm on the couch laying down and little Rufus wants to come cuddle with me, I'd be okay with that.
Rufus. What a name. He even watches TV. So he'll sit right on the couch, watch TV, cuddle, all the things with this one pet kangaroo for this family in Australia.
We could be best friends.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. They like to box.
No. The
Yeah.
boys like to box.
No. The kangaroo likes to box. All kangaroos box. That's their way of playing or defending or fighting.
But the big red boy kangaroos, they fight hard. The girl kangaroos, they don't fight as hard.
Okay.
They're very cuddly. But
I have
don't
no
know.
idea what the gender is of this one kangaroo.
I'm assuming because it's cuddling on the couch, it's a girl, but
You never know.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
I need this to get here like now.
She likes ice cream, okay?
A lot.
And now there's this whole Elf on the Shelf ice cream that is available. Now, if you know anybody who likes to shop at Kroger, that's where it's going to be, at Kroger's. Elf on the Shelf. Santa's Cookies and Cream Ice Cream. It's the frozen farmer, and I don't know if you watch Shark Tank, but that's one of the upcoming brands that came out of Shark Tank. Somebody developed this brand.
Okay.
And so now it's in some of these stores. It's 250 calories. Don't worry about it, but it's an Elf on the Shelf, and you can even gift it to somebody.
Wait, don't wrap it under the tree, though, because it will melt.
It will. Put it in the freezer.
Did you say 250 calories for the whole thing?
No, serving.
Oh, it's 750 calories
For the whole thing, yeah.
Why are you going to sit down with one of those little pints and not eat the whole thing?
Well,
There's not a serving.
just
It's one serving.
eat only that all day long, and you'll be great.
And they've attached it with Elf on the Shelf, which just automatically makes it Christmas friendly.
Well, and what's great is that it's always at a different place inside the freezer every time you open the door.
It's there one time and then it's gone.
Oh, you mean because it's eaten?
I'm not saying I ate it. I'm not saying I didn't.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
You probably heard the news about Suzanne Summers. A lot of people grew up watching her from Three's Company in, what was that, the 70s and 80s. You're probably familiar with her in Step by Step. Maybe your grandparents remember that show back in the 90s.
TGIF, hello.
Yeah, and there was this one show, what was it? She's the Sheriff or something like that she was in. Anyway, she passed away. She was supposed to be turning 77 yesterday, but she was surrounded by her family as she passed away, had been battling breast cancer for, I think it was over 2 decades that she was going through that journey.
It's been a significant battle, and she lost it this week. And we're just so sad to see that happen. But we know that she was surrounded by friends and family.
And a family that needs some prayer right now. I mean, they definitely need lifted up. And I don't know where relationships with Christ lie within that family, but they still need, peace that surpasses all that understanding.
Absolutely. Maybe you're going through something as well where you are like, I could use some prayer too right now. We'd love to be praying with you. You can call our prayer line anytime at 866-987-7729.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
Good news about the potatoes. It can help you lose weight. It's Rob and Lizz in the morning. Harlan's in for Liz. We're his radio. I had no idea that potatoes can help you lose weight.
Like how much weight? Because I'll eat a potato.
Right?
A lot of potatoes.
I would too. I love potatoes. But here's the thing. You can't slather it with all the stuff.
Okay.
The chives, the sour cream. You can put like light butter on it, but
I don't
not.
think it's the chives that are the problem.
No, it's not the chives. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
All the extra. The
Yes.
bacon. I'm getting hungry.
The cheese.
Oh,
the chicken. In Texas, we had these massive potatoes and we'd stuff them with all the things. It was a full meal. It was so delicious.
Wow. Actually, there's like 13 different recipes. Don't ask me what they are. But it can help a small potato kickstart your metabolism, which is really nice.
For breakfast?
Yeah, I don't know about breakfast. I'm talking hash browns here.
I do like some
And
hash browns.
I like the hash browns because Scott is into potatoes too.
Oh, I love them. Baked, fried, boiled, hash browns. You know what I love to do is put barbecue, like pulled pork, in a baked potato.
Wow, I had no idea.
That's great.
That will not help you lose weight.
That
I'm
won't.
Sorry.
No, probably not.
It won't. So they say one small potato, those little small dinky things,
Oh.
one small potato, 135 calories, 3 grams of protein, there's no fat, 30 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fiber, which you kind of need, vitamin C's in there, and potassium's in there too. So they say it will help, but you can't do it, the way that you do a steak and potato meal.
It's a tiny moderation type of help, not
Yes.
a full-blown let's make the potato a meal.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I don't know that I can get down with that because I like to eat a potato as a full meal.
I know, right? And
Can I put a little butter on it?
A little, yeah. You just don't get
Okay.
excessive.
Okay.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
So Friday, in the middle of the day, my wife and I are going to fly and go celebrate Grace, which is our grandkid's first birthday.
Okay.
So we're going to be in a plane, and I just saw this. I'm going, I hope this does not happen in our plane when we're flying to Florida on Friday. There's this one flight that went out of Bangkok, and somebody went to the restroom, and in there they went, what is this? Turned out to be a rodent.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And then when the flight attendants went and they started looking around to see what in the world, yeah, there was a rodent, but it turned out to be more than that. A box of otters opened up. There was a marmoset and 28 tortoises that got loose, and they were crawling through the whole plane.
I'm sorry, how did they get loose?
Probably the door opened up.
They were traveling
Yeah.
and then they went up into the bathroom?
Yeah, they went everywhere. They had free reign of the plane. It was great. And then there was another plane that was I think it was going to Mexico City, left Mexico City, but there was a swarm of mosquitoes buzzing around in the plane.
No.
A bunch of mosquitoes. Somebody got their phone out and they started taking a video of it. You can literally see the mosquitoes flying around up near the where you put the luggage.
Look, the
and the overheads.
No, the only animals I want on my plane are animal crackers. That's it. I just need them to ask if I want a bag.